Hello guys, and welcome to Kerry Cliffs. The post or the Google Hangout we're actually holding today is all about Portmagee on the Wild Atlantic Way. And I'm sure many of you are on the way to visiting the Wild Atlantic Way. You've come across us on YouTube or maybe on Google, and you're trying to do some investigation for your trip on the Wild Atlantic Way. And what this Google Hangout is going to do today is just to highlight the village of Portmagee and the surrounding areas. I suppose without further ado, let's just discuss, I suppose, the Wild Atlantic Way. The Wild Atlantic Way obviously is the longest driving route in the world, and it starts in Malin Head in Donegal and it goes all the way down to West Cork. It actually in Kinsale in West Cork, and it actually stretches 1,500 miles, guys. Obviously, it's bi-directional, so it depends where you start. But many people that come on the Wild Atlantic Way, obviously, they don't do it all together because it's so big and there's so much to do and see, and that's why they break it up maybe into 4 different visits. And that's why I'm here today from Kerry Cliffs, just to highlight why you should, I suppose, take a few days to enjoy Portmagee and the surrounding areas, the likes of Valentia Island, Ballinskelligs, Waterville, and Cahersiveen. I suppose really here we are at our site, www.kerrycliffs.com, as you can see up here. And these are spectacular images, as you can see, scroll along behind in the website. And that's actually the view, guys, from the Kerry Cliffs. It is amazing, amazing walkway. And as you can possibly see from the pictures, it's all fenced in for your security. So it's very, very family friendly. We also have a cafe down at the start where you can have a snack before you start the walk. The walk, it's only about 10 minutes to the cliffs, guys, but you have a nice, I suppose, it's about 700 meters maybe along by the cliffs, and a nice stroll where you can see what you can see in front of you. Absolutely spectacular. Then you have a fantastic view of looking back into Ivra. So it really, really is spectacular. And we have many information points along the way. Also, we have telescopes up at the top that you can really, I suppose, zoom in and really appreciate the likes of the Puffin Island that's out there in front of you. This is the Puffin here with 10,000 puffins on it. So you can imagine there's a lot of bird life up at the cliffs. Also, guys, you can see the Skellig Rock at the distance. There's the Skellig Rock. There's better pictures as we go through the site. So also I'm going to highlight, as I said, the whole idea of this is today is not only to promote, I suppose, us here at Kerry Cliffs, but also Portmagee and the surrounding areas. So as we go through our site, you can see we have many, many videos, guys, of the local area. And I suppose it really is worth coming to our site and seeing, because it really, really highlights. We have a couple of videos that are from actual Wild Atlantic Way, and they're pretty spectacular indeed. And then we have our own videos, Stand With Me on the Cliffs, Things to Do, Beyond the Cliffs, Things to Do in Kerry, Ivra Peninsula, and we have many more, guys, because we also have a YouTube channel, which I will click on in a moment. Here you can see our Facebook page. You can join us at Kerry Cliffs, also on Pinterest, where we have some amazing, amazing pictures from different, our own pictures and other people's picture of the area, pictures of the people of the area as well. Sorry, guys, got a little tongue-tied. That's the beauty of being live. You can get cut out a small bit. So here we go. You can see Kerry Cliffs, Portmagee is our Google Plus. So I'm going to go back up. And obviously we have a gallery with all different images. So you can really, really see spectacular shots here of Kerry Cliffs, guys. And I'm not going to go through them all because you can take the time out when you visit our site and see all the spectacular images. Our internet's a little slow, but the images will load up. And obviously once you click, they will expand out to a full-size picture. Okay. So then we have Portmagee. And as I say, it's all about highlighting Portmagee today. And Portmagee, I suppose, guys, really was voted top tourist town in Ireland in 2012. It really, really is the gateway to the Skellig the Skellig Rocks, with many, many boats going out daily. And they leave the pier at Portmagee at 10 o'clock in the morning, and they come back about 4, guys, and it allows you time to climb to the Great Rock. Also, of course, we have our friends there at Skellig Cruises, which are here. Skellig Cruises. They do not land on the rock, actually, guys. They go out and they take you around the rock. That's their boat, the Marble Trays. They also have another boat called the Cahersiveen. And what they do is they take you out and take you around the 2 rocks, both Skellig and the small Skelligs. And if you visit them there, you can book them. The season is obviously closed now, but it starts again in April, and you can book your trip. They actually have a booking engine on their site, so you can book it from there. Okay, so the reason there's many people that can't climb the rock for a variety of reasons, and this cruise actually only takes 2.5 hours, guys, so it really allows you, I suppose, to really enjoy the rock without having to climb it. Now, Portmagee itself obviously is called after a famous smuggler, Theobald Magee, a notorious smuggler of the 18th century. There you can see, and you can read all about that here on the site, which is interesting. Obviously, there is Portmagee, being obviously the gateway of the Skellig Rock, also is in close proximity to Valentia Island, guys, and Valentia has many things to do as well. And where we are based in Kerry Cliffs, we're just about 2 kilometers from the village of Portmagee. We're on the very famous Skellig Ring, and the Skellig Ring is an absolute beautiful driving loop, a very short driving loop on the Wild Atlantic Way, guys, where you can really enjoy spectacular views like you're seeing here on the website. You can really spectacular views on both sides as you're driving along, but you always have the Skellig Rock at your shoulder, irrespective of what direction you're going. So it's absolutely beautiful altogether. And you can imagine if you are staying a few days, because there's loads and loads of things to do, because you have Ballinskelligs, of course, you have the beautiful beaches of Ballinskelligs, you have Portmagee with fantastic restaurant there, the Moorings, and you have 2 great bars, the Fisherman's and the Bridge Bar, and obviously you have the trips to the Skelligs, and also you have many different activities to do there also. And so Kerry, I suppose, a beautiful walking loops, guys. You're on the Kerry Way, you've been a T loop inside Cahersiveen, and you have Connacht-na-Dubber, you have a couple of walking loops in Ballinskelligs, and obviously you have a walking loop in Valentia as well, and Valentia Island, and you have the Slate Quarry in Valentia Island, you have the Tetrapod, and obviously you have Kerry Cliffs here in Portmagee as well. So you really are spoiled for choice. And then you have the golf courses in Waterville, and Waterville Lake if you're into fishing, and obviously we're on the Wild Atlantic, so you have many opportunities to go angling with different providers in the area. There's many local operators in the area, guys, so you can really avail of that, I suppose. So if you are thinking about staying, our friends here at Carrigley House, www.carrigley House, is the perfect location for you to stay, and you can visit their site and see all their information, guys, there. And Carrigley obviously is, we wouldn't be recommending only that it is one of the best in the locality, and you can see through TripAdvisor the kind of reviews Carrigley gets. It has got a centre of excellence the last 2 years. It look at that, 13th of October, absolutely perfect in every way, perfect location for your trip to the Skelligs. So you can imagine Carrigley is the perfect location for you, and you can ring Frances at 066 947 6344, or you can contact her at 087 63 36 100. Now getting back to our cliffs here at Kerry Cliffs, and I'm just going to take you through maybe a few videos, guys, because just to give you, I suppose, a first-hand experience of what we have to offer in Portmagee and the surrounding areas. And obviously, once you're in Portmagee, you just have to come and see our cliffs. As you can see on the website, there is spectacular views. So I'm just going to go into this one, actually, guys, just see what happens. You have to bear with me because it's live. And yeah, there you go. Let's open it up a little. So there's Portmagee. That's the slipway there, just in front of the Fisherman's Bar. You have the Telegraph Field, which is inside Valentia Island. And then I think that's the back of the Valentia Island. Yeah. So this is promoting, I suppose, South Kerry there. That's inside in Cahersiveen. Here you're at the Valentia Slate Quarry, looking at Valentia Slate, and there's a sign, obviously, to the Tetrapod. You have the Slate Quarry again. That's Glenleam Gardens, which is a pretty spectacular place to visit. And then you have the lighthouse in Valentia Island. So this is all the different things to do in Valentia Island. And that's Knightstown down in Valentia. So I'm just waiting to see what else is on this particular video. So this is where coming along, looking down in Valentia Island from Cahersiveen. So you're really getting a flavour of the area, and that's Cahersiveen Marina, guys. And that's Ballycarbery Castle over in Cahersiveen. So, and this is the walkway onto the marina in Cahersiveen and the Firth River. And this is looking at Valentia Island and Portmagee in the background. And that's Connacht-na-Dubber, the famous pilgrimage walk. And you have the old barracks. And I'm just going to come here now because we're coming back into Portmagee. So there you go. That's the Portmagee Pier, guys. Absolutely beautiful. That's where you go out to the amazing Skellig Rocks. And there is Skellig Michael, Skellig, small Skelligs, what you've seen before. And look at that. Spectacular, spectacular pictures, guys. Look at the two rocks. Unbelievable. It's a must do when you come to South Kerry. And there you see the Skellig Rock, and that particular video is finished. Now I'm just going to go into our channel where you'll see more videos, guys, because I suppose let's click on the Skellig Ring just to see what's on the Skellig Ring. And obviously straight away it takes you to Ballinskelligs Beach. Beautiful, beautiful sandy beach in Ballinskelligs. So you can appreciate, if you come onto our website, guys, you can see loads and loads of things in the area, because we don't just promote our own cliffs. We really, really promote every other place in the area as well. And that's a view of Reen Row Beach outside in Ballinskelligs, close to Waterville. So you really, really have some spectacular scenery in this area. And the Skellig Ring is unbelievable. It's a short driving loop, and we're actually on the Skellig Ring. There you go. That's McCarthy's Castle in Ballinskelligs as well. So obviously I have started in Ballinskelligs, and this is going to Charlie Chaplin in Waterville. Let me click on to maybe the Portmagee one to see what we have here. Obviously it's live, guys, so you just have to get into it. Portmagee, there you go. That's on the way to the marina as you go down, going to Skellig Michael. There is the pier at Portmagee. Let me click out of that. And that's the moorings and the bridge bar, as I was speaking about earlier. So you can see Portmagee is a beautiful, beautiful village, and that's the Fisherman's Bar. Obviously, it wouldn't have won, guys, the top tourist destination in 2012 if it wasn't beautiful. And you can see the blue, still waters of Portmagee there. And there you're looking across on Valentia Island. And that's our friend Francis at Carrigley House that we recommended as accommodation. And this is actually the Valentia, or the Skellig Experience Centre, guys, where it'll tell you all information and must see as well, because it tells you all about life on the Skelligs and what they had to endure while they were there, the monks, that is. And this is a beautiful, beautiful shot of the village from the water, guys. As you can see, it's a beautiful, colourful village, and there's many cafes there to enjoy as well. And of course, you have two fantastic bars with music always. And that's the Valentia Bridge that joins the island to the mainland of Portmagee. And here we have more shots of the pier. So look, guys, at the end of the day, it's up to you. And that's our the other boat of our friends actually in Skellig Michael Cruises. That's the Cahersiveen. You've already seen the Marble Trays too. So that just happened to come up there again. So you can see the walkway down to the marina. So it is pretty beautiful, Portmagee itself, guys. And that's what we wanted to do today. And there are the boats actually tied up at the marina. So what we really want to do today was just to highlight Portmagee, Skellig Michael, both the small and the big rock, the small Skelligs and Skellig Michael. We wanted to highlight a bit about Portmagee, Valentia, Ballinskelligs, Waterville, and of course our own place in Kerry Cliffs. And that's the Skellig Michael Cruises other boat, Marble Trays 2, just waiting to take people out. And this is pictures of actually going out to the Skellig Rock, guys, one day that I went out with Skellig Michael Cruises. And that's another shot of the village. So you can really see it is a pretty spectacular place indeed, and it is really, I suppose, that is why we would consider it the jewel on the Wild Atlantic Way, because what awaits you once you leave Portmagee to go to the Skelligs is pretty amazing. And I'm just going to scroll ahead, guys, just to give you a little flavour. Maybe in this particular video, you should see, there you go. See, the Skellig, that's the small Skelligs. So pretty amazing, amazing shots. That's the small Skelligs there, and you can see the Skellig Michael in the background there, and this is coming to Skellig Michael, look, and that's the small Skellig. So this is pretty amazing, I must say. It's a must do when you come to Portmagee. You have to just see the Skelligs without doubt. And also, of course, you have to come up to us at Kerry Cliffs and really see it from a different perspective. And also, obviously, a fantastic walk up the cliffs, seeing all the wildlife and looking back into Ivra and seeing as far as way as the west of Ireland, and seeing, or the west of Kerry, and seeing Donegal and the Blaskets and the like. So there you go, guys. We really hope we've highlighted something through the videos. And this is Kerry Cliffs. There you go. That's a particular sign there that says all about our amazing cliffs up here in Kerry Cliffs. Let's scroll on, just see what happens. And there you can see our holidaymakers walking up and down, enjoying the cliffs. And these are the views from the cliffs, guys. It's second to none, to be honest, even if we do say so ourselves. But just come and see, and I'm sure you will agree. So I'm not going to go on any further. Look at that for a view, guys, in Valentia on the distance, and this is our Kerry Cliffs here. So it is pretty amazing. And I think what we have highlighted in this hangout is the real, I suppose, beauty of Portmagee, Valentia. You just saw a quick clip in Ballinskelligs and Waterville highlighting Charlie Chaplin. There you can see, look, our cliffs are really fenced in for your safety and security, guys. And there is one of our customers up at the top reading all the different, what he's looking out on, obviously the Skelligs, and looking back into Ivra, looking as far as Donegal and Valentia and the likes. And we have information points as you go along, guys. We also have telescopes so you can get a better view of the Skelligs, which is just off the coast. Okay, so I really hope you have enjoyed our little, I suppose, Google Hangout today on Portmagee on the Wild Atlantic Way. Well, we were very brief on the Wild Atlantic Way. I am sure you know all about the Wild Atlantic Way yourself, and we will do other hangouts on the Wild Atlantic Way, but we really just want to promote Portmagee, our own Kerry Cliffs here, and we really hope to see you in 2015, and really hope that you enjoy your time at Portmagee. And we have, I suppose, given you plenty to do, so please stay for a couple of days, and we hope to see you on the cliffs in 2015, guys. Thank you very much for visiting us.